Hello and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're going to do 115, only 5 more to go of our tumbler build. Let's get going. Okay, so we're going to need the car in this one and our 2 wheels that we've already got. We're also going to need some of the bits that we had in the previous one. So that's these 2 bags here, which had all the little bits in. We've got some VM screws there. There is something that I'm going to do just before we attach stuff to the car. The part that we got, here it is. And I'm going to open it now to show you. And once again, it's just the tyre. So we've only got 5 issues left. So we've got another, we've got 5 issues left. We've got another 3 issues of just the tyre. So issue 116, I can show you, is just the inside of that one. And then it cuts down again. So there's only 3 issues left of the tyre. And then 2 issues left of the build itself. One will obviously contain the floor pan. That's still got to be stuck on. One will be, I would imagine there's going to be some bits put on, like the aileron fins. They are on the promo, and I don't know how they're going to fit on. But I would expect to have them. But yeah. And there's other little bits we still got to fit in the and tidy up all the wires inside the cockpit, and we've still got to fit the windscreen on as well, but the floor pan there will go on. I reckon there's like I said, there's another 3 issues of the tyres, 4 max for the tyres. We'd only leave the one for the floor pan. We've already got the roof section that will have to go on before the last issue, but we already have that. So but it is what it is. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to get this prepped. So I will need this, remember this, so I'm going to prep this before we go screwing the tyres on and everything else on the car. So let's do that. Okay, so what we will need is all our little parts here. So we should have like a washer, a cap, our 5 sort of lugs there, and we should have some VM screws as well. Now the first thing we're going to do is basically we've got to put these into the hole section here. Now it does say to do it with a some tweezers, so I'm going to grab some. I don't know why, but I think it's just to sort of try and get it in one of the holes here. So just guide it in and push it in. Just hold it like that, and just now these only get put in, these I think these are obviously cosmetic, so this is why we're putting them in now. So because they don't actually hold anything, they don't connect to anything except obviously the tyre. We could have done this in last issue, so we didn't have to prep it, but it's a bit of prep work. Okay, so that looks like that. Okay, so now we've done all that, the next thing we've got to do is bring the car over and fit the 2 wheels. Good luck. Okay, so we're going to be putting on our tyre here like this, but before we do that we've got to marry up the 2 of these, and it does say it once it's on the car, but trust me, it'll save yourself a lot of time and bother by making sure. So basically these 2 pins here, which are very short by the way, so these 2 pins I've got to go into the black section here, so one there, one there. If you don't get it right, it sort of moves around, as you can see. So the best way is to just do it like I have here, and just spin the tyre until you get it lined up. You'll know when it's lined up. So, like so. And why keeping the two together? You want to put it on. That's easier said than done. Right, okay, so we're going to push them both on now. So now that's on, we're just going to put this on like this. It is wobbling, so it has come off again. Okay, so it's just about getting it just right. Then we've got this washer that goes on with our VM screw. I'm going to do that all now. Okay, so we've screwed it in. It's in pretty tight. And I'm going to lift the car. There we go. And they both spin pretty well. We've got a cap, which is just going to fit. Just push that cap on, like that. And there we go. Our two wheels are on. It was a little bit more difficult than I was expecting, but it does line up once you screw it on. Just make sure you screw it up really tight. And there we go. And there we go. So it wasn't the most challenging thing. It's just lining up the two wheels. That's the only challenge bit on this. But actually, it was. I thought it would be a simpler thing. It wasn't. A couple of things to consider. The pipe that goes onto the bracket, I think really that should have been die cast. It's plastic, and the pins that hold the other wheel on, they literally just catch the interior of the rim. They don't actually hold it. What I found was obviously sticking them together like I did helped. If you can stick them together like that, maybe with a bit of tape, which I didn't have at the time. I should have had some masking tape, which is down here. It would be a lot easier to tape them together and put them on, then put the rim in and then screw it up. It would have been a lot easier. I didn't do that, so it meant that I was holding the two, and as soon as I let go, obviously the wheel just fell off. But I did find that it was fairly easy once the rim was in, and you just line it up a little bit and you get the catch noise. Just screw it up as tight as you can, like I did. And it's done. It's not like I said though, there are that part there that should have been die cast. It was plastic, and the pins that hold the wheel on should have been a little bit longer. I know why they were thin though. If they were any bit longer, we wouldn't have been able to get that rim in to screw it on. I personally think that the sort of decorated lugs, the silver lugs that we put on, should have actually been longer. That would have helped then to attach that wheel on, and maybe would have held it a lot better. But I don't design these things. It's sort of stuff once you get, once you start looking, it's sort of like, but that's how it should look at the end, just like you saw on mine. Issue 116, obviously just the interior part of this wheel. Then I would imagine we'll get another wheel. Now, I don't know if 117. Now, I don't know if it will be just the other wheel and the parts to attach it, or whether they will add that to the following one. So we'll end up having this one, the wheel rim, and then in theory we should have 117 should be another one of these. 118 should be the parts to what you've just fitted on. And then 119 should be either the floor pan or the stuff to fix the roof on. And then 120 probably will not be a lot to it. There won't be a lot to it at all. It'll probably be little things that we have to go around putting on and sort of fixing. At the end of the videos, I always do a shout out. So if you want a shout out, send a message on this video and I will do a shout out. And if you want any questions and you want to see how I attach stuff, just let us know in the message. Dave Muck Builds, nice build, Kev. That part shouldn't be plastic. We've just weighed in on that. With the weight of those wheels, it would easily snap. It should have been metal. It should have been metal. It would have stabilitated it more, but the axle underneath is metal. It's just literally like a sleeve that goes over the top. Yep, it should have definitely been die cast. Plastic isn't too bad because the part underneath is metal and it's a solid part that we attach to. It means that there's not going to be too much on that anyway. Thank you for your comment. David, again, very nice. Kev, I agree. A bit disappointing, but hey, we are nearly done. Wow, can't wait for mine. Should be any day now. Yeah, I think subscribers have got theirs now, and they're up to, I think, 116. Scott Duggan, I'm nervous about putting the roof on. Not working. It says it would probably be a close second in terms of weight to the Ecto. Most definitely. It won't fit on a normal shelf. It's very wide and it's really heavy. So was the Ecto one, and I think, like Scott said there, I think they're going to be a very... Once again, I am also, and I said this right at the start when we were attaching stuff on, I'm very, very nervous about that windscreen, about the roof section not going up and down like it's supposed to. I mean, we still have this part that attaches to all of that. Really, we should have been testing that and sorting that bit out. I understand why they've left it last. Just because I think the tyres ain't going to take up too much. Maybe they should have left the tyres till last. I understand why they leave stuff like that. But yeah, I'm with you, Scott. I'm sort of very hesitant that the roof might not work, and it would be disappointing if it doesn't. That's all I'm going to say about that. Mark Williams, good quick video, but like you said, a bit disappointing. Yeah, the last video, like I said, we didn't put the wheels on. We got all the stuff, as you've just seen, because the only thing we got was this. So in theory, we could have actually done what we done today in the video last week. Okay. Paul, hi, okay, great video. Been watching them all, so I know what to expect when I get my next issues. Also, same with the Dalek as well. Thank you very much. So I do build the Dalek on the channel. Regarding the Tumbler, for the last 3 or 4 videos, you've mentioned about what's left to do, but there's no mention of the bronze tips. I don't know what they're actually called. Yeah, they're like little antennae things on the sides of the ailerons. They go on the ends of the ailerons. There's only 8 issues to go. I'm starting to wonder if it's going to be an oversight on Hachette's. We shall see. Thanks, Kev. Keep them coming. Yeah, so on the ends of the fins, I don't know if it's actually on the here, but on the ends of the ailerons here, there is sort of like a little antennae. Little antennas. It's only on the first 2, I do believe. I don't know if it's actually on the back ones. Now it was originally part of their promotional material. It was on the prototype that was shown, the one we're sort of building with, but we haven't got it. But like I said, we are getting really close, and the only thing really is the floor pan is to come. Now I would imagine the base of the car, the floor pan itself, will be a single bit. Don't quote me on that, because it could be 2 bits. But I would imagine if there are little aileron things to stick on, one, I don't know how they will stick on unless they're just covers that you put over what we've already done. And 2, they'll only be very small parts, so they could actually bung all. Oh, it's got 2, 4, 6. There could be 8 of them, and they could bung them right in at the end, because they're only going to be very small. And I really do wonder about those little plasticky things. But they should include them. They're part of the build. They're on a lot of the models that you see, even on the model that we got. So let me grab the model quick. So we got the model here. This is the one that I've got. And just on, they are on the back ones as well. So they're just on, there should be 6. So they're not on the interior side. Can you see them? I don't know how well that's coming out. So they've got little antennae on the ends. They are like little thingies. I think if we do get them, they're going to be sort of a clip-on style, and they're going to be towards the end. They're only little. There's going to be 6 of them. We could do that at the very last issue. We don't know yet because, like I said, I've counted one of the issues to do the roof, but we've already got that, so they'll have to put something. It could be that. So yeah, thanks for your comment, Paul. Brilliant one. Daniel, at this point, I think I will wait for all 4 wheels and do the job in once, just because it's frustrating like this. Yeah, collecting weekly, it can be frustrating. We remember, if you subscribe or you get from the newsagents, it's no different. There's no different. You still get the same parts. You still get the same problems. The only difference is subscribers get 4. I think it's 6 every 6 weeks, and newsagents, they get it every week. That's the only difference. We still get the same parts. I understand. Yeah, you know, some people might be worth waiting and then put all the wheels on together. You can do that. Also, as well, I would notice that the car at the moment is lopsided. So I've got it on the stand because it's now left side heavy. It's sort of tilting a little bit. Because I have got it balanced on the display stand that we got, the turntable, and because of that, like I said, it's a little bit off balance. Stray. I think I'm doing that right. So sorry. Can you post the PDFs to the main group? I do believe someone already does that. I think Chris Kaplan actually posts the instructions and stuff on the Facebook group, but yeah, he does all of that. So, and he's a subscriber, and subscribers are ahead of newsagents, so I think he's already put them on there. It's always worth checking out the Facebook group. Giovanni, you're right. In my opinion, it's to give so few pieces and practically do nothing in one issue. Anyway, it's a nice model. Yeah, it's been one of those models where we have got pieces like this, and we've had pieces where we've had like one wire as well to go in. If you remember, you know, 2 years ago, because that's how long we've been building this, over 2 years. You remember that when we done the circuit board and that, we were getting one wire or one bit every so often. Frustrating, but it's the part of the part with part works. This is how they work and operate, and we know this because we've been doing this for a long time. Frustrating, yes, but the end result is awesome. Now all I've got to do is find a place to actually put this thing, this absolute beast. But anyway, until then, thank you for watching. Make sure you click like, subscribe, and comment if you want a comment or you want me to discuss things at the end of the video, just like I've done now. Leave a comment on this one, and as always, we will see you in the next video. But until then, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Tune into the channel. Nexus is the name. All the hardest content, you'll never be the same. Laughs and thrills, excitement.